Squirrel, besides watching the mostly dead man, are you doing anything else?
Hmm.
Because he's obviously going to be out for a while. You can keep a camera on him, so you could go out and do something else.
I don't know if I have anything else I would really do right now, though. Hmm.
Then
We
go.
don't have any objectives right now, so
We're
I'm.
currently waiting for Volk to do his meet and you to do your interrogation.
So what is around Chaos's house? Because I'm not. I'm going to like stay within like at the very most a 5 mile radius.
Hmm. In what meaning? Do you want to get drunk? Do you want to get high? Do you want to go to a shooting range? Do you want to buy something?
I was just wondering if anything of interest. Probably
Make
go
him
to a
go to the
club.
shooting range.
Actually, Chaos drags your ass to the shooting range.
Oh bother.
Which the shooting range is rather subpar. It's mostly they're paid bums currently setting up cans and bottles over there. This is their recycling center, as well
That's one way to do it.
as paper targets. Not paper targets, but you know what I mean. Setting up dummies every now and then. Yada yada blah blah. Depends upon what you pay for.
I'm just saying paper is still a real thing.
Yeah.
And paper targets are one of those things that just makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Soy paper.
All right.
So,
I
yeah.
guess since I'm being dragged along, I will shoot with chaos and keep my eye out for anything that looks more interesting or anyone.
Roll your edge.
Always with this bloody edge of yours.
You want to go back to high or low?
Kind of. Seems like I get better odds that way. One success.
Not really. Okay, so. You do see a cute young thing actually shooting.
I'll go and watch her.
She's currently using some form of sporting rifle. Bolt action.
So she's doing long distance?
Yeah, bolt action.
Very nice.
Yeah.
High end or low end?
High end or low end for the gun?
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's like mid to low end. She got it from like a secondhand store around here, but it still shoots rather well, as long as the upkeep's kept up on it. You know. Let's see.
Okay.
What would the 8 dice average for someone who's just been shooting for a little while, but
Sure.
has been like in gymnastics and shit for a while as well?
Works for me.
Okay. So like, yeah. She's not doing too bad.
I will.
But even with your horrible shooting, you can tell that she has a few things that she could learn.
Technically speaking, I have good skill in it. I'm just suck at it anyway.
Yeah, excuses.
I'll have a target set up at the same distance as hers next to it.
All right, and you're shooting.
Self-led guardian.
Okay, so this is going to be not really extreme range. It's going to be like far range.
Long range?
Yes, less. Yeah.
So that's going to make it medium range for me, so that's on -1.
Medium range.
Magnification in my eyes.
Okay.
It decreases the range by 1 increment.
Okay. Fun.
So, 12 dice. 3 successes.
You're hitting the same spots as she is.
With a pistol.
Okay. You're obviously cybered, though.
So?
She isn't.
Okay. So she's taking no notice?
No, not really.
Honestly, if you're going to get into a dick measuring contest with a girl, you must have been born with the cruelest handicap.
More like I'm trying to show similar interests. Although I do like the quote there.
Nice.
It looks like you take good care of your gun there.
Alright, hold on. Chaos wants in on this contest.
Cock block.
And what is a Civet Guardian considered?
It's a heavy pistol.
Okay, he's using a light pistol and he's not even using magnification. And yes, I did remove the dice.
Uh-huh. That's because you're a shooter and I'm a talker.
And the funny thing is, I actually get to keep all those dice. That's my accuracy. Damn. Why did it have to be for something stupid? It always works like that. You always get the natural 20 whenever you don't fucking need it.
Right.
Yeah, I can't
Drag
tell you
me
how
out.
many times I've seen natural 20 perception rolls.
Seriously.
Or nat 20 like performance checks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're a bard.
Well, yeah. Oh, better. Nat 20 climbing.
Right.
You
My
just start
favorite
flying.
one my favorite one is one I said when someone nat 20 a perception roll. You look beyond the veil of reality into the very ether of the cosmos. It's Gary Gygax.
Oh God.
Either that or like you look deeply into everything around you and can say without a doubt, completely 100%, there's nothing there.
Any of you guys play Earth Dawn at all?
No.
Sorry.
So in their system, they have something similar to Roll20 where I think it's called Breaking Reality or something like that, where if you roll extremely well, you can actually get bonuses to certain things. A character my dad was playing was a little pixie character with like 0 insight and wisdom and all that sort of stuff.
So very dense.
More like flighty.
Okay.
And ended up rolling so high on an insight roll, even though she doesn't have any insight, she became a prophet temporarily.
Nice.
So like Jay and Silent Bob and Dogma.
Yeah.
Well, no offense, Jay, I would understand, but Silent Bob, he actually seems to be a rather intelligent individual.
Yeah, okay, well, Jay and Dogma.
All right.
But then again, you have to question Silent Bob's intelligence. Yes, he seems very smart, but he spends all his time hanging out with Jay.
Fun fact, apparently Jay's character is literally who he is in real life, and he's friends with Kevin Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Is he
Actually, I watched an episode of Comic Book Men where Jason Mewes went into the comic book shop and opened up a bunch of toys of himself and sat in the back of the shop playing with himself all day long. And then left, and they were like, "Aren't you going to pay for those?" He's like, "My name's on the shop," and walked out the door.
Damn.
Point.
Yeah. And now Douglas is joining into funny Nat 20 stories.
I haven't got any funny Nat 20 stories.
Well.
Well,
Now the funny parts whenever you try to cast a spell on someone. And they always made their saves.
Yeah, bastards.
I do have something similar. Uh, in an Akka campaign years ago, Vic was playing a druid in 4th edition. He used one of his daily powers as like his first attack with this character because we had just brought him in. He nat ones and we were doing the saving throw to prevent bad things happening, and he nat 20'd the saving throw. So we were like, fuck it, you hit anyway, roll damage. So I called it, you slip and bumblefuck in such a particular way that you actually still end up hitting.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's one of those cases where you miss so wildly that ricochet hits the enemy, something like that.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So, Squirrel,
Yes.
even though you and her tied, and Chaos really outshines both of you tremendously, horribly,
Mm-hmm.
in such a way that the target is now literally littered and with holes, but all in like type groupings around the head and the heart, while yours are kind of, you pretty much punctured his eyes.
Okay, that sounds like a more difficult shot, but okay.
Well, yeah, you punctured the eyes, but not really like in the eyes. You just get them right there and right there. Nah, she.
But you were
Okay.
She,
you were aiming for the body, but you punctured the eyes.
Yeah. You aim
She
for-
doesn't know that.
Yeah. No, she kind of looks at between the two of you, and she just like goes, "Is he a friend of yours?"
That's a bit generous. I know him well.
Wow. Fine. Be that way. I made us friendship bracelets and everything.
Then again, you did give me that wine, so yes, you can. I'll call you a friend.
Good, good. I gave you a case of wine, dumbass. Gave you a case
Last time
of...
I checked, wine doesn't say how much.
All right, that is a plural and singular form, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I bet. But nah, she just kind of looks at you and goes, "Huh." She looks to be the very socially awkward type girl.
I have to say, your gun seems very well cared for.
As she takes out the bolt and the thing falls out. She just kind of goes, not really. Dad just got it today.
Want a few pointers?
Not from you.
She looks over at Chaos. Is he a gunsmith?
No. He's a cleaner.
A gun cleaner?
No.
A janitor.
A troubleshooter.
Wow, you're going for that reference?
That's actually a pretty common reference.
Be glad Douglas didn't hear that.
Please no.
What? Which? Who done what?
Squirrel called Chaos a troubleshooter.
Oh, he's not wearing red.
No, I'm wearing indigo.
Well, that's not a legal colour, so clearly you'll be below any classification.
No, it is a legal color.
Not for any real troubleshooter, it isn't.
Crap, isn't indigo an actual color? For
Yeah,
that?
but they're
It is.
administrator colors.
Oh,
It is.
okay.
Okay, what do you guys think I'm referencing?
Paranoia, was it?
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm referencing.
Well, you gotta realize we're insane people, so we would actually play that game.
Sizer loves the shit out of that game.
So in the same way that we might say a cleaner in America, troubleshooter is a fairly common slang in England, actually, for a hitman. You'll see it referenced in a lot of British crime drama and crime movies, like Layer Cake.
Oh, and Squirrel.
Yes.
By the way, Chaos is also a gunsmith. He can fix guns.
How would I know that?
You see him repair his guns all the damn time.
I see him maintain his guns. Anybody with a gun should know how to take out a kit and polish it.
Then what's your excuse, her?
I take very good care of my guns. I'm just shit with them because fate decided so. No. Here's my problem. You know how bullets see me and they tend to just kind of move away because I'd be too cute to hit? My bullets are attracted to me and they tend to curve backwards.
Nice. Actually, I love that description. I love that. So if you weren't as pretty, your bullets would actually hit their targets better.
Yep.
As it is, you shoot them. They're like, no, don't send this away.
But at the troubleshooter thing, she kind of gives you a look as if she does not understand.
Although I will say, I think I've seen him repair his guns once or twice.
Now she looks happy. Would you be willing to ask him if he could repair this?
Certainly.
I got it secondhand, and it's not exactly the best condition, and I don't know how to repair it.
Sure. Although I thought you said it looked like it was well taken care of before.
Nah, not really. It looks like it's well taken care of for a secondhand gun.
Okay. Okay, is there something I can call him besides Chaos? Because I assume he doesn't go by a Shadowrun name in normal society.
Wait, we're in normal society?
What's a normal society?
Alright, fine. Hey, Chaos.
As he's loading up another clip.
If you're done showing off, I think this woman could use your assistance.
Looks over at you. You can tell it's a look of, what?
Apparently she picked up this rifle secondhand, and it's got a few problems. Bolt keeps coming off. Clip keeps sticking a little bit.
Comes over, takes the gun from the girl, looks at it. Looks at you, nods.
While he's looking it over, I'll turn back to her. So, if you just got that gun, why'd you start shooting? It's not the kind of thing a person usually picks up for self-defense or anything, and not a lot of people go hunting these days.
Olympics.
She just kind of looks down at the floor and just kind of scuffles her shoe. You know what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I saw a Trid video of a couple of guys shooting in a fight, and I kind of liked it, and I wanted to try it.
And does it live up to the way you thought it'd be?
Shooting at targets is not really as fun as I thought.
Well, he's looking at your gun. Here, try mine, and I'll pass her my my customized salvoletta.
Squirrel?
Yes.
Perception.
Okay. Not judge intentions?
No. This is just perception. You have to see if you
Okay.
actually notice.
10 successes.
What's your mental limit?
Do.
11 billion.
Mental limit is it mental? 5.
Okay, so yeah, perception, considering it uses intuition, is a mental limit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because of my modifications, it goes up by 6. So 11.
Okay. So yeah, you do actually notice this. As soon as she touches the gun, her eyes kind of cloud over for a little bit, and her awkward handling of it suddenly turns to that of someone who looks like they've been shooting for decent amount of time with a pistol. Like, not expert, but they know what they're doing.
Sorry if the grip's a bit awkward. It was made for my hands.
And she shoots just as well at the target with this gun. But no. Chaos sends you a message, Squirrel.
I'll read it.
Tell her to come back here tomorrow. The gun will be in stable condition. I got all my tools at home.
Listen, if you don't mind us holding on to it for overnight, he says he should be able to fix it and bring it back tomorrow.
He doesn't talk much, does he?
Not typically. He likes to be that sort of
Actually, Squirrel.
stoic type.
Nah.
Yes?
You start saying that, then you realize something. He talks with you, Volk, Zev, and Flashback when it comes to normal other people that he doesn't know. He doesn't really talk to them. So in your broad sense, he's socially awkward.
Right, but I'm not going to tell her he's socially awkward. I'm going to say something like, he's the strong, silent type, or likes coming off as stoic.
Yeah. You're trying to preserve his image.
Exactly. He's this blonde-haired badass.
Blonde.
Platinum.
Your platinum is still kind of blonde.
White.
Okay, white-haired badass. Although I still think white would be considered blonde on a technical spectrum.
It's a lack of color, you shit.
Is he an albino?
Are you aware that blonde does not in fact mean yellow? It means light.
Julio Bangolio. You will be an albino. And a gringo.
God damn it. But yeah. So now with that, Chaos takes the gun and walks away. Leaving you a message. Have as much fun with the girl as you want. It's up to you.
Thanks, Dad.
I want her back in the same condition that you found her.
How much is a hymen restoration?
Zev?
How much is a what restoration?
Hymenoplasty.
Hymen.
Oh, I have no idea.
Just make sure you wear protection with the girl you met at the gun range, because you're probably not shooting blanks.
Actually, I am, but...
Wow. So yeah, no, you have some fun with the girl at the gun range, teaching her how to shoot. She's a quick study.
Mm-hmm.
But, you've been around one for quite a while now. You can actually tell by some semblance of like an inkling in your head that more than likely she's an awakening gun adept.
I don't want to tell her about my adept friend. Do I have someone else who could help her with that? You know, you've really got the touch.
She's got the look. She's got the look.
There's a... There's somebody I know you might want to talk to. You haven't... Have you seen anything odd or started hearing things when nobody else seemed to be around?
She shrugs.
Wait, adepts don't get that at all, do they? They just get good.
Yeah, they get good.
I have a feeling you, like I said, you seem to have the touch, and I'll give her a card for Black Rattle, my shaman contact. I think you should go and talk with her. If I'm right, she might be able to help you with your gun skills a little bit more than I could.
Now, is there any other reason why you didn't want to introduce her to Volk?
Besides that, I don't like Volk? No.
Oh, come on. Volk's a nice guy.
You have a very weird definition of nice. Also, still pissed about the senator.
I think
Like,
it's a
that's
case
my
of-
fault.
I think it's a case of like when Volk dies, we're just going to have to bury him 10 feet deep because you know, deep down he's a nice guy.
And like it's my fault that I was born an elf.
Well, he wasn't born with these biased opinions. They were taught to him by taking a sip of the Kool-Aid, realizing that it wasn't that good, and throwing it down and shooting people.
And if you didn't want to have to deal with racists, you should have thought of that before you became an elf.
You should have.
And I should have thought about it before I left Tirnanok, where a racist can just be punched in the face.
Well, no. It's just living proof that your parents are living proof that two rights don't make a wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right.
I won't dispute that one.
Anyway. But yeah, no, she takes the card and is willing to go see her after she gets her gun back.
Does she look like she's got money or not?
Yes and no?
Does it look like she can afford to eat somewhere other than Stuffer Shack?
Yes.
Because I'm still kind of hungry.
You want to take her to one of the restaurants here?
Sure. Somewhere Russian, if there's something in the area.
Oh yeah. No, you're good.
Listen, you ever eaten at Yori's?
She shrugs.
They've got...
She's willing to follow you.
All right,
I mean,
I'll take her there.
You seem harmless enough. If she tried to run, you probably couldn't hit her.
Well, yeah, I'll take her to Yori's, where I assume I get special treatment.
You're not spat on.
A Russian restaurant that doesn't have ties to the Russian mob? Interesting.
No, that's your special treatment. You don't get spat on.
Oh. Well, at least their borscht is good.
Indeed. Anyway, Volk,
Mm.
you've been driving her Nodachi for a while now, while she's on the sidecar.
Uh-huh.
If you know what I mean.
She's riding you side saddle.
This.
But I mean, she said she wanted to drive with you. She didn't say that she was going to be driving herself. Plus, she has to use the computer in order to get you all the data you need.
Okay.
She's not wired, so.
Nope, Adept.
Shaman.
Shaman with a permanently boosted charisma.
Yep.
I didn't know shamans could do that. I mean, they've got spells they can cast temporarily, but I don't know.
Focus, sustained.
Ah, that'll do it.
So yeah, no. Alright, Chug. We should be far enough from the city now. What do you think of the Nodachi?
Damn good ride.
Yeah, it's like you could tell due to your many years of biking experience. It's been counterbalanced perfectly. The shocks are in wonderful condition.
Of course, with the sidecar, wouldn't that throw the balance off just a little bit?
No. It's obviously a detachable sidecar.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you don't need it all the time. Just when you're on a date with her.
Oy.
I'm glad you like it. It's yours.
No. He has to do a few things for her to give him the car, give him the bike.
See if you can find the pea in the pod.
No. He has to get the cherry out with his top.
Get it out.
But
That would be interesting. I'd have to try that.
God damn. You've never heard that?
I've heard about using a Jolly Rancher, but that just seemed like it would go horribly.
Well, yeah, that's sugar.
Yeah, cherry sounds like it'd be much better.
Mm-hmm. But anyway.
Sugar-free popsicles.
Ugh. That just seems horrid. You said popsicles, right?
I did say popsicles, yeah.
Okay, that's horrid.
There are things I could bring up, but I'm not going to bring up.
So yeah, Volk, you're a little ways out of the city right now, but not quite far from the city.
Right.
You do feel the grid off, though, so you actually have to drive personally.
Yep.
Though you do notice one thing.
Hmm.
This thing has a grid on-off switch.
Oh.
So at any time, you can actually turn off from the grid and do your own thing.
I always pictured it that I would hardly ever use the grid unless I absolutely had to.
Now, you actually need to specifically get a modification that turns off the grid on your car, on your vehicle.
Huh.
Or you can get the one that lets you just hack it so it doesn't know anything about you, but you still get the free energy.
That too. But no, in your biking senses, this is a wonderful bike for you.
Yeah.
On a bicycle built for two.
God damn you. So no. She asked you to pull over here.
I will do so.
Alright. So there's a job I want you and your crew to do, if you're willing.
Well, let's see it first.
I want you guys to make a hit on Brackhaven.
Ha!
Brackhaven Tower.
Good joke.
She looks 100% serious.
We already knew this was coming.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's up to you completely if you want to or not. But there will be a reward in it for you, as well as a few other things.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I see the details first?
Sure, but just to say, there's an NPC in the Brackhaven that I just scrolled by. Female elf number 2. Wow.
I'm going to have a good time.
Let's see here. 1 sec. I'm currently trying to find the place where this fucking thing is at. It's around here somewhere. Wake up. Wake up, bitch. There's nothing's there. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the optional. Damn. That's how good a Nissan Hound is, huh? The fuck is this? Alright, so... That's Ares, that's Mitsuhama. Too bad we don't have any Deckers, because then they would absolutely want Ares. Because Ares loans you something. A Crystal Leviathan Shatterstar.
I have no idea what that is.
That is a cyber deck.
I mean, you know, it could make a nice gift.
Rating 5, attribute array 8775, 4 programs, 20R, 500,000. Mitsuhama doesn't exactly give you as much, but Miss Eliza Bloom, she just goes over the details with you, pretty much saying that they need you to break into the Brackhaven Tower and retrieve some data. They will provide for you Artemis Nightwings in order to get in.
Is that a helicopter?
Gliders.
Oh.
And let's see here. Dana Oak is willing to give everyone a one-time only get out of jail free card. Meaning you could actually do shit and hurt people crap, and you can actually get out scot-free once. Let's see here. They're unable to give as they're not really able to give that big of a equipment budget. It's only 50,000 new yen. As long as the availability is 12 or less. And yeah, Artemis Nightwing for each runner. Pilot skill softs and auto softs for runners that can't fly will need to come out of the standard equipment budget. Let's see here. We don't need the Orc Decker Tauren because we have you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. She does have an Orc Underground Magician willing to send a Bound Force 6 Spirit of Man along to aid the runners however they need. Its 6 services are theirs to use as they see fit.
I have to wonder how well Zev can handle spirits.
It's just like any other drink.
Yeah, she describes the plan for the insertion. There's a hotel across the street called the Triple Tree. They have rented out rooms 6112, 6114, 6116 on the 61st floor. And that's how you guys are going to get in.
Hope none of us are afraid of heights.
How did you say we were going to get in?
They have 3 rented rooms, 6112, 6114, and 6116, which you guys take Artemis Nightwings, which are pretty much Batman gliders.
Okay.
And fly across.
Yep. They have spoofed the camera feed from the 3 adjoining rooms, which conveniently face outwards and downwards on the Brackhaven Investments building. It's allowing Project Freedom operatives to covertly bring and pack the Artemis Nightwing gliders. So, yeah. Windows have been removed with aerosolized nanotech dissolvers. So it's a straight shot glider down and across to the roof of the Brackhaven Investments. That's the insertion plan.
Okay, I get my flashlight out, draw a quick female bat on it, and summon Barbara Gordon.
Is it making delighted bat noises as it realizes it's having little bat babies?
It just seems like if we're taking gliders across multiple buildings, that she'd really know much more about this shit than I would.
And then, so what's our goal then? Is this
Going for some data.
Data run.
Okay. All right then. Does she know
And we
where
get to kill the
data's kept?
bastard, right?
Let's see here. I mean, they don't really care if the group goes all gung ho in here. And no, you don't get to kill. You actually get to kill the governor.
Oh.
He's not listed.
You see, when you said we were going after him, I thought you meant literally going after him.
No. They're just going to put the final 55 nails in his coffin with just one little bit of data.
Do they know where the data is?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Okay.
It's in a computer.
Well, yeah.
It's more likely a terminal. It's on.
And it's somewhere below the top floor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, just to say, there are 55 levels to this building.
And a bitch ain't one.
Okay.
No, there's a bitch room. There's a bitch level.
Okay. So
It's
do
where-
we have like any?
It's the consumer banking operations. And yeah, she tells you level 6 to 10 hub the IT department.
It's a terminal in there.
Well, it's the big terminal.
The big terminal. Okay.
It's the really big, massive one.
Gotcha.
Are we going to get a floor plan of the building?
Yes.
Good.
Well, only of the floor that actually matters, really. But theme-wise, yeah, you do kind of get a actual floor plan. You do see everything. Roll intuition for those of you that know IT shit. Looking at the map.
She's
Okay.
No, she doesn't know jack shit about technical shit.
No, I know, but I mean, she's saying this to me. Why would they get to roll? They're not there.
Yeah, this is for later on when you discuss it if you want.
Oh.
I'm just getting it out of the way so that way it's there.
Is it double intuition?
Yes.
Yeah, you can make the best guess that it's either the 9th or the 10th floor.
Okay.
And if you're going up from down, you're going to hit the 10th floor first.
Be if we're going down from up.
Yeah, going down. Yeah, if you're going from the top floor down.
Which way is up?
My glider's twisting around. I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna hurl.
I don't want to
Ducks?
be on Batman Fear Factor anymore. I just puked in my mask.
Ugh.
It's great because this is the exact reason I asked for Mr. Clegg.
Hello, minions.
And the reason he has a data jack on him.
Anyways, let's see here. She asked if you have any questions.
She's got to discuss this with everybody else.
Yeah, my first question is, what's the payoff?
Don't even bring it up. Say she's got to talk to everybody else.
Let's see here. At the moment, 100,000.
Well, I don't know what you were what your goal here was, driving me or having me drive out here to the ends of the city. Maybe you thought I'd be more likely to accept, especially after riding a bitchin' bike like this, but I'm gonna have to get everybody else in on this, on these negotiations.
No, why don't you call them? I'm surprised you didn't actually call them while we were out here. Away from the prying eyes of Brackhaven.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Alright. Click the comm link on, get everybody on a group call.
Let's see here, Zev.
Yeah, I stopped panting once I answered the phone.
Flashback.
I'm taking Mr. Clank for a walk, but I'll answer.
Squirrel.
I'll answer. I have something important to discuss, especially since I know who he's riding with.
Dick.
What?
You salty bitch. Chaos answers, and he's just like, and you pretty much hear him whistling. So you're pretty sure he's fixing up a gun. Volk.
Hope I didn't interrupt your me time there, Chaos.
This is my rifle, this is my gun, this is for fight, and this is for fun. What?
Oh, boy.
What's up? How's your date?
She's trying to give me a job.
Isn't that what she said she was going to do?
Yes.
Does it start with a B or an H or an F?
It starts with B.
A B, an H, or an F?
It starts with B and ends in Haven.
Blow job, hand job, foot job.
What about the Z job?
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Anyway, as I said, yes, she is giving me a job. It starts with B and it ends in Haven.
What exactly does she want?
She wants us
Just to say,
to-
guys,
Be
This
my
is-
bitch and I'll take you to heaven.
this is a completely optional run. Okay? This is not actually required to finish off the module.
Aren't all runs technically optional?
That's true.
Technically, but this one's not required to finish the module.
All right.
That's like saying all narcotics are optional. I assure you, once you've taken enough of them, you'll want to take more.
And what you're saying is this is a side quest.
What he's saying is this is going to be a bitch.
It's a side main quest? No, it's only a bitch because Squirrel made it a bitch. You know what
If
you did.
Squirrel made it a bitch, then it's because everybody else thought it was a good idea too. Just saying.
No. This is fully on you. That it's a little bit harder than it should have been.
Why?
I am curious.
Oh, it's for something he said.
Uh-oh.
He said
To
What did you
who?
say?
When?
You said it to the heavens. These runs seem very easy.
When did I say that?
A few games ago. It wasn't exactly those lines, but you did. It was the general, like, basically you stated, yeah, these are rather easy.
Okay. I probably said, well, we haven't gotten hurt yet or something, but yeah, I will consent. I said something that could be translated that way. I will give you that.
Anyway, she wants us to steal some data from Brackhaven Tower.
And
Okay.
And also, I don't care how much collateral damage you give Brackhaven.
Yes, we're allowed to go as messy and as loud as we feel like.
That does sound like fun when you're attacking a racist prick.
So we could bring the building down after we're done?
Now we know what Squirrel fantasizes about.
What don't I fantasize about?
Well, trying not to actually have the building coming down because the exit plan we have involved.
I said after you were done.
That sounds like a good idea. Squirrel, you got explosives.
I don't think he has enough inside him to bring down the entire tower.
He hasn't got any inside him, has he?
I'm pretty sure I have some friends who could get me a couple 100 feet of depth cord, wrap them around a certain number of pillars in the basement, and we'd have a building that collapses very neatly back into where it came from.
Yeah.
If you want to go all the way down to the basement, be my guest.
Especially since their insertion plan has us gliding down onto the roof.
Well, there's a problem. We don't know who else is there, and plenty of people there are just doing a job. I have no problems killing the scientists who are experimenting with various pieces of technology to kill other people more efficiently. But janitors...
You honestly... Do a quick Google search of Brackhaven Investments, please.
Okay.
It's a banking firm.
Okay. I wasn't saying that there were going to be scientists there doing that. I was just giving that as an example.
Ah, okay. BI, Brackhaven Investments. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? Relationship, private banking, consumer banking. Yeah, this is pretty much just a banking place. Jesus, there's nothing here. Oh, wait a minute.
But last time...
You know,
actually, if you have
but
good...
it does help if you read these things before.
Last I... Just go.
If you have a good enough hacker, you have a lot of things you could do here.
So, as I was saying, killing scientists or corporate executives is not really a problem for me. They're playing the game. Secretaries and janitors and whatnot, they're mostly there because they need a job.
Okay, so don't bring the building down.
That's what I'm saying to everybody else.
And if we do this correctly, probably none of them will have a job after this is all done.
Yes, but then at least they get a severance package and not a 6-foot hole.
Well, let's buy them life insurance. I mean, Walmart does it.
And as much fun as it might be to mess around with other people's accounts, unless I know whose accounts they are, I try not to touch them, because either they're so small that they're not worth taking and I'm going to end up starving somebody, or they're large enough that somebody's going to notice they're missing and be able to do something about it.
Well, no, I'm not exactly saying that in character for her. Mostly I'm just like, wow, you could actually do a lot of shit here.
Okay. I thought you were saying that in character.
No.
Yep.
And honestly, you're not the one who's going to be in there doing shit.
Yeah.
It's completely up to Flashback what he wants to do.
I'm aware, but I can still, if somebody says it out loud, I can make my ethical response, as is my bound duty thanks to my code of honor.
Okay.
Flashback codes a virus that every time they process a transaction, a big giant dick pops up on the screen saying, fuck you.
Okay, so due to Operation
The
Daybreak...
flashback codes the virus that every time.
No heart.
Go ahead.
Even though the Operation Daybreak was leaked to the medias, there's actual no hard evidence. It's currently just Operation Daybreak. But that's what the group's going in to get, the hard evidence.
Sounds good to me.
Which this would actually force Brackhaven's resignation.
Maybe even a jail sentence.
Exactly.
Sounds good to me. What are you offering?
Just stating the max that they can actually offer is 100,000. That's the entire savings of the entire Orc Underground.
That's kind of sad.
Well, to be fair, orcs are cheap.
Yes, but she's also a national senator with a slush fund.
You think she can afford to have her hands involved in this?
It's a slush fund. Anyway.
She gave that to you guys before.
I'm just saying, most senators have multi-million-dollar accounts just for re-elections for the next 2 years. Anyway, what the module says is what the module says. Are we just going to assume that I get the maximum amount? Or do you want me to actually roll?
No, that's quite literally the maximum that can be offered.
Right. And she already offered that.
Yeah.
So I make some overtures saying, we really are worth more than that. She's like, I know, but honestly, guys, that's all there is.
She actually tells you this is all the Orc Underground is able to give you guys. This is the life savings of every single Orc that wants to see him down.
Well, now I feel bad.
Orc, troll, goblin, everything like that.
I wonder if they would renege that offer if they knew who they were giving it to, particularly if they knew I was in it.
Is that each or total?
That's total.
Hmm.
So 20,000 each.
Make it 80,000. I'll give up my share. It's worth it just to bring this bastard down. And I'm sure we'll find plenty of things on the inside that'll make it worth our time.
Yeah, that's my thought. I'm not
Okay.
gonna give my share, but I figure there'll be plenty of juicy payday in there.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else gonna moralize about this?
Is
Not
that...
me. No, not me. I don't moralize about stuff. Well, I do, but not uncomplicated shit like this.
Yeah. Chaos is just like, money's money. We need it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean.
Do you seriously need money after the last couple of jobs we did?
Yes.
You can never have enough money. I thought the dragons proved that.
He's building a Joker pile so that he can set his previous gang on fire.
All right.
And I need a cup of tea or I'll fall asleep.
We're nearly done.
So is everybody in on this?
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down.
Just to say, though, that in order to describe the exit plan, a riot set up
Oh, fun.
at the
Nice.
at the bottom there, like at the bottom floor, while everyone goes up to the top. It will go from 8 p.m. until well after midnight. When the crowd begins throwing stones and attacking the police barricades, and are eventually dispersed by a barrage of tear gas. Demonstration will be visible in the background, no matter who sponsors, blah, blah, actually integral. And once the files are secure, there will be a code word said, and escalation.
Sounds good to me.
If not for the fact that I'm willing to bet this riot will be the rioters will be mostly orcs and other goblinoids, I might want to ask if I could take part in myself.
Well,
Well,
you
I figure
can.
that
You can just, in your case, it'd be not helping the riot so much as being a riot within the riot.
I figure Volk has just as strong of a desire to fuck with Brackhaven as the rest of us, if for no other reason that he gives racist assholes a bad name.
Oh, yeah, no. Because here's the thing. Volk would feel lonely if he couldn't be racist against the goblinoids because they'd all be dead because of Brackhaven.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Brackhaven gives racist assholes a bad name, but that's, it's saying something.
Yeah, Volk's just biased. He doesn't actually want to see them dead. He just doesn't exactly like them. That's how I see biased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if he was radical, then he'd probably go like, Brackhaven, Brackhaven, Brackhaven.
Right.
Say Heil.
I can't speak
I don't
German.
care if you're black, white, purple, green, as long as your ears are flat.
No, as long as your ears are round.
Ears are round. There you go.
And,
You got to draw a line somewhere. Fuck
And
purple people.
and as long as you don't have tusks and, all that shit.
You got to draw
I
a line
think
somewhere.
every
Fuck
meta
purple people.
type except for humans are actually got pointed ears.
No, I think dwarves have rounded
Dwarves,
ears.
I don't think dwarves do.
I've seen Shadowrun official pictures with dwarves with pointed ears. Maybe it's just some of them, or it could just be a mistake by the artist.
I've seen a lot of them with like rounded ears. Actually, I've seen orcs with rounded ears too. I think it's just dependent upon who you are. Except for elves. Elves are pointed.
Yes, elves are definitely pointed. All the pictures from the Shadowrun games seem to show dwarves with pointed ears, though.
Yeah.
Weird.
Anyway, so the entire group is fully set upon doing the run to take out Brackhaven. Only, without actually assassinating him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I might give Squirrel the chance to do that if he wants it, but it's going to be a low chance.
You know what's going to happen, right?
That could be a.
You're going to plop him in there. He's going to be completely defenseless. I'm going to draw my gun, and I'm going to get a critical glitch.
That is
See,
almost
what we
worth
could do-
doing it. That is
Now
almost
that-
worth doing it.
See that once we get this done, we have that get out of jail free card, and obviously at
Use
that
it to
point,
go kill him.
Brackhaven's going to jail, so then you can get yourself arrested, kill him in jail, then use your get out of jail free card.
Would they actually put him in a jail that Squirrel would be able to get to?
Probably.
No. Well, I could certainly get in for a visit.
I'm sure we can arrange to have him taken there.
Actually, that's another thing. I could come in as a prisoner for a transfer. Be there for a week.
Yeah, let's not do any of that, because they'll put a mask on me and give me up and turn all your cyberware off. After which, you're just a fucking torso. Oh, with an arm. Good luck. Good luck moving around that entire torso and heavy cyberware attachments. They're just lying there like dead weight with your one hand to try and pick them up with.
You've clearly never been to a white-collar prison. How am I supposed to play
Uh,
tennis if I don't have my arms and legs?
I don't think they worry about that. In fact, I don't think they even worry about how you're supposed to eat your food. If the tray's not cleaned up, that's not their problem. They'll just take it back.
Like I said, you haven't seen these white-collar prisons in America.
That's true.
It might be white collar for the prison workers, but it's steel collar for everyone else.
No, they have literal resort spa stuff inside of some of these prisons. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, but that was before Shadowrun.
That's true too.
I guarantee you, executives getting arrested in Shadowrun do not go to normal prison.
No, that's probably true, but we do.
Right, and if I'm going to Brackhaven's prison, it's going to be a white-collar prison. Anyway, never mind. This really doesn't matter.
So we're all in?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. We're in, Senator.
So how long? What's the date on this this planned job?
Yeah, it doesn't get
Now.
a few days.
Good.
10
Run
days.
us tonight.
Few days.
All right.
Anyways, folks, that's going to be all from me tonight. You all have a wonderful evening, and as always, I've been your illustrious host, Lord Zeriq Tigradius Haruk. And remember, I love you all. Good night.